What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited about today's video because it's a video that I truly cannot believe I haven't filmed. I actually had to think about it and go back and check because I'm so shocked I haven't filmed it. And it is going to be my top 10 tips for going vegan. I have been vegan for over 6 years and I will never not be vegan. It's the greatest thing I ever did in my life, and it's what my channel primarily was about when I first started YouTube in 2017, and then I kind of just strayed away from it because things were getting super negative about the vegan community, and then now it's super in again, and not that that's why I'm talking about it, but I feel like a lot more people are interested in going vegan, which is why I wanted to make this video to be helpful. So I wrote them down on my phone. In case you see me looking down, I don't want to forget them. But I decided to come up with my top 10 tips for people that are interested in going vegan and staying vegan. So let's just get right into the video. My first tip is to find your why. If you go into being vegan as a diet, it is most likely not going to last because most diets don't last. Most people don't stay paleo or keto or whatever for their whole life. Because it's not necessarily a lifestyle. So if you look at veganism as a lifestyle and you find your why, I think that's how you're going to make it a lasting relationship, a lasting thing in your life. So to do that, I highly recommend educating yourself, watching documentaries about how going vegan affects not only your health, that's a really great thing to educate yourself on, but the planet and the animals. I will link a bunch of my favorite documentaries down below. A lot of them are not fun to watch, but they will certainly get the message ingrained in your brain that when you look at meat, you're just not going to see it the same. Earthlings is probably my favorite in terms of the ethical treatment of animals. And then Cowspiracy is really, really great for the environmental effects. And What the Health is really great for health benefits. Again, I just don't think that going vegan strictly for your health is a great way to do it. I think it's a really awesome reason to do it, but finding your why beyond that is super important in making it a lasting lifestyle choice and not just for your health, because diets don't really work because they feel like restrictions. So if you look at it as a lifestyle and you don't view non-vegan food as food anymore and you make that connection about the animals or the environment, I think that's a really, really important, crucial step in going and staying vegan. So like I said, I will link a lot of documentaries, my favorite ones, down below. There's also a lot of really great activists online, like Earthling Ed is really, really great. Veg News. I'll just link everything that I can think of down below so you can check out some Instagram pages, some YouTube channels, and some documentaries. Along with that, my tip number 2 is to inspire yourself. If you surround yourself on your social media with people that are also vegan, it's a really, really great way to stay inspired and stay interested in eating vegan food. So some of my favorites: Earthy Andy, Ellen Fisher, like I said, Earthling Ed. There's so many really great vegan Instagram and YouTubers, so I will link a bunch of those down below again. And yeah, just finding people that inspire you, people maybe even in your real life, maybe making friends, finding a Facebook group. I have a local Facebook group for Rochester, New York, that's for Rochester vegans. Just finding people to inspire you, keep you motivated, and remind you of what your why is a really great tip for going and staying vegan. Tip number 3 is to find vegan versions of your favorite foods. Going vegan does not have to be healthy, so eating Beyond Burgers if you love burgers, eating Chow cheese or Violife cheese if you really love cheese. There's so many amazing vegan options now for non-vegan food that, I mean, I haven't eaten non-vegan food in a long time, but I really think it is super similar. And again, if you find your why and you stop seeing ground beef as food when you eat Beyond Meat, it's gonna be really freaking delicious. It's honestly so good. So finding vegan versions of your favorite foods, even going to Burger King, you can get an Impossible Whopper and don't add mayo, or you can now go to Starbucks and get a totally vegan breakfast sandwich with, I think it has vegan cheese, a Just Egg, and Beyond Meat sausage. So finding vegan versions of your favorite food, not restricting yourself and not feeling like veganism has to be healthy all the time. So veganizing versions of your favorite food, chicken nuggets, even something as simple as lasagna, adding Gardein ground beef to that, or finding a good plant-based protein powder, something like that. Finding vegan versions of your favorite foods so you don't feel restricted and you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. They make vegan versions of everything now, so doing that is super important so you don't end up binging or feeling sad like you're missing out on certain foods, or you're missing foods that you used to eat all the time. Tip number 4 is to clear out your house or your apartment or whatever of non-vegan foods. If you have them in the apartment or in the house, you're probably going to eat them, so don't buy them, don't think about them. I know that's harder if you live with somebody that's not vegan and you find it as kind of like a temptation, but if it's possible, keep non-vegan foods out of your life and they won't be around to eat. It's almost like if you want to eat healthy, don't buy snacks kind of thing. Don't buy foods that you don't want to eat. Along with that, number 5 is to shop by diet. So like we love to shop on Thrive Market, which is an online marketplace, and you can shop by diet. So you can do gluten-free, you can do raw, you can do vegan, paleo, keto, dairy-free, whatever. So if you shop specifically by diet on websites like that, Hive is also a really great option. I don't know, there's tons of different ones. There's even plant-based meals delivery services like Purple Carrot or Hungry Root. There's a bunch of different ways to shop specifically vegan. So when you're first starting out and you don't quite know how to read labels, you don't know everything that is vegan or not vegan, just shopping directly on like Thrive Market and clicking the vegan link, so everything that you're seeing is just vegan and you don't have to wonder. Really great tip, super easy, just to make sure that you know what you're eating is vegan before you like really figure out how to read labels, because once you figure out how to read labels, it's going to be like freaking laser beams and you're going to look at something and know immediately see that dried non-milk fat or whatever those stupid ingredients are. So shopping by diet on websites like that, super easy. And that's especially for snacks. I think when you first go vegan, a lot of people think they can't eat snacks. There are so many good vegan snacks. There's even vegan like Cheetos, vegan Cheez-Its, there's vegan cookies, there's all kinds of stuff. So if you're a snacker and you really love snacks, Thrive Market, highly recommend it. Not sponsored, but Thrive Market's amazing, and you can shop specifically by vegan snacks. So I definitely recommend doing that. You don't have to buy healthy snacks. There are non-vegan snacks that aren't healthy. That is totally fine. Find stuff that tastes good, that satisfies you, that you love, that isn't harming the animals. And it's a great tip, one of my best tips. Number 6, to make a master grocery list. So I've actually been thinking about making one myself. I used to have one on my blog, and then my website expired, and I still have all of my posts, so maybe I'll start a new blog and put it up. But make a big grocery list of all the things that you love that you know are vegan. So pantry staples, frozen food staples, fridge staples, like pasta, rice. Just make a huge master grocery list of all of the vegan foods that you like, and then that way when you're trying to plan up meals or something, you can look at the grocery list and be like, oh well, I really like pasta, tomato sauce, vegan cheese, and vegan ground beef. I'm gonna make lasagna, you know. So making a huge grocery list in the beginning, or finding one online. You don't have to make it yourself. I would love to send you one. If you're interested, you can comment down below and we'll plan an email out or something. But having a full list of your favorite vegan foods, or just vegan foods in general, you don't even have to like them, just so you know what is vegan and what's not vegan. I'm sure there's stuff on Pinterest too. Is a really great way to just like be more aware of your options, and when you're grocery shopping, being like, oh well, this brand of bread has milk in it, so I need to buy this brand of bread, that kind of thing. Number 7 is eventually learn how to read ingredient lists, mostly checking the allergen listings. It's pretty lucky that most foods have to say contains dairy, contains eggs, because those are major allergens. So immediately if you're looking at something and you're not sure if it's vegan, check the allergy list and see if it says that there is milk, eggs, whatever in it. And if it doesn't, I would still check the list. Make sure you look for things like whey, eggs, egg whites, non-fat, dry milk, protein, whatever that means, those kinds of things. But educate yourself, learn how to read labels. It's going to be super important. And also just learning by experience. You're gonna eventually just the more you read labels, the more you're gonna figure it out. But yeah, educating yourself on how to read labels, so you know, if you don't have the option of shopping by diet online, if you're going to the grocery store like normal people, educating yourself on how to read labels so you can make that process easier and obviously buy vegan food. Number 8 is to meal prep and plan every week. That's a super easy way to stay vegan. If you have your meals planned and prepped already, you don't have to like, you're not hungry and be like, oh whatever, it's just super easy if I could just go and order some chicken wings really fast. If you prep and you meal plan, that's an easy way to eat healthy first of all, and a really easy way to save time and stay vegan, because your food is already made, it's already prepped, it's already there for you, and you don't have time to think about eating something else. Even if you're craving something else, like, it's already made in your fridge, so you might as well eat it. You don't want to waste food. So meal prepping and planning is a really great way to stay vegan, keep vegan, and especially eat healthy, because the food's already made for you, so you can't blame laziness. Number 9 is to download the Happy Cow app for eating out, and don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. So if you've never heard of the Happy Cow app, it's essentially just a vegan app, or I think it's vegetarian and vegan, so it'll tell you what restaurants near you have vegan or vegetarian options. And you can pick just vegan or vegan and vegetarian. And when I first went vegan, I mean, I still use it today, but I don't eat out a lot as much. But if you're somebody that eats out a lot, the Happy Cow app is super useful, because you don't have to go to you don't have to go to a restaurant's website and see if they have vegan options. You can just go to the Happy Cow app and it will only tell you a list of restaurants that are near that are in your general vicinity. I think you can set up to like a 50-mile radius that have vegan options, so you don't have to like go through the trouble of searching restaurants that are near you, searching for vegan restaurants. It'll just give you a master list, especially if you're traveling. Happy Cow is great when you're traveling. Really great way if you love to eat out or when you go on vacation to find vegan options near you. And along with sticking up for yourself, there's always gonna be, unless you go to a 100% vegan restaurant, there's always gonna be options for the carnivores and the omnivores. So don't be afraid to be like, hey, if we go to the barbecue place, there's not gonna be any options for me except a side salad with no dressing. Could we maybe go to this Ruby Tuesday or TGI Fridays because they have an Impossible Burger? There's a lot of big chains now that have Impossible Burgers, or at least some sort of veggie burger. So if it's deciding between Applebee's, which I promise if you're vegan, do not go to Applebee's, they don't have anything for you, or going to, I don't know, Olive Garden, or like I said, TGI Fridays or something like that where they have at least a burger or a pasta or something, don't be afraid to be like, hey, do you think we can go there because they have one vegan option, versus me having to eat like maybe French fries. So don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. I definitely hated being that person. Now my mom's vegan, so it makes it way easier. But it can be hard to be like, hey, can we maybe go somewhere that has a vegan option? So don't be afraid to do that, because you deserve to eat. And if there's going to be 50 meat options and one vegan option versus 51 meat options and no options for you, like, just speak up for yourself. You should be allowed to enjoy going out to eat too. So definitely recommend that. And don't be afraid to recommend an all vegan place. I've taken so many people to our favorite places in Rochester and they end up loving it. I've never taken anyone to an all vegan restaurant and they didn't love it. So also don't be afraid to suggest people try something new, because they're probably gonna like it. And finally, number 10 is don't be too hard on yourself. A lot of people make mistakes. You're gonna slip up. It's probably gonna happen. Not everybody goes vegan overnight, and that's totally fine. If you make a mistake, I have made some mistakes in my life, not on purpose. Actually, one time last year, Caleb and I ordered Impossible Burgers from Burger King, and I took one bite and I knew instantly that it was real beef, and I spit it out. And I struggled a little bit for a little while, the fact that I had eaten a bite of real meat. But it wasn't my fault. I didn't know. They smell very similar and they do taste pretty similar, but I haven't had meat in so long that I knew that it was different. The same thing happened with Taco Bell, actually. I ordered a black bean Crunchwrap Supreme and it came with real beef in it. So don't be too hard on yourself. Accidents happen, mistakes happen. It could be your mistake. You could miss something in an ingredients list. It happens. It's okay. Just do your best, and we aren't perfect. We aren't all perfect. People are going to judge you online. That's always how it goes. Nobody can be a perfect vegan. Nobody's ever perfect at anything, and people are going to be mean. Probably people are going to judge you, but find your why, do it for yourself. And I hope that this video was helpful in helping you create a long-lasting vegan lifestyle and relationship with veganism, not just as a diet. So yeah, you can do this. I believe in you. Feel free to email me. Check out my Instagram, ConsciouslyK, and I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe down below. My Instagram's always linked down below. I'll link Thrive Market down below if you want to try that out. I think you can get $25 off and a free gift right now, so I will link that down below, and my email is also down below. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. Love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.